Hi, I'm Albert Guffanti, publisher of Consumer Goods Technology, here at the Consumer Goods Business and Technology Leadership Conference. I'm here with Matt Winter, VP of the Consumer Sector at SAP. And I just want to talk about what we've been seeing and hearing at the event. Matt, for you, what are a couple of things that sort of stand out about what you're seeing and hearing at the event?
Well, first of all, the word collaboration has been used and used and used, but what's exciting is that we're really discussing the next generation of collaboration that's happening. Growth continues to be just an incredible message here. All the presenters are discussing how they grow, and they're also discussing mergers and acquisitions, right? So what is the fuel for their growth, in addition to organic growth, being able to do mergers and acquisitions? But it really comes around to the whole collaboration topic, and obviously for a technology company, we're excited to have that conversation.
Great. Is the collaboration story also consistent in the wider market that you've been seeing?
Absolutely. And I think this morning some of the presenters discussed it crisply around partnership. Upstream, downstream, being able to have a conversation with your suppliers, with your customers, and now what's really exciting, the new frontier, which is manufacturers being able to have a relationship with their consumers. And not being necessarily gate-held by retailers to do that. Obviously, there's still negotiation going on there. There's still evolution happening there. But at the end of the day, the consumer is taking a hold of this relationship. And those who figure out how to collaborate with the consumer and become a broker or an advocate for the consumer to the retailer are the ones that will win.
So in light of all that, how would you recommend consumer goods executives prepare for all these changes that are coming?
Well, certainly, there's lots of topics about what collaboration means, but at the end of the day, there's some table stakes.
Right.
The customer and the consumer wants to know information, all right? So we're seeing things like in scannable data, being able to go and see what is the price of a product? Where can I buy that product? So really, at the end of the day, the collaboration has to drive to commerce. And those organizations that are purely just delivering information and experience and don't make the easy connection for the customer to commerce are the ones that are going to lose in the model, right? So at the end of the day, they have to be that broker, they have to make that connection. And that really then becomes about, there's lots of discussion around large data, big data, but really it's about being able to transact the order and then taking that information and making it visible, transparent, and ubiquitous in the model so that the consumer can have access to that and they can be fulfilled. On the supply chain side, we're going to see all sorts of automation. Automation is continuing to become, the fully automated supply chain, I think, is here. Some are embracing it more than others, but at the end of the day, we are finding that those things that are math-based, really, having a system determine when, where, how to deploy is the most efficient model. So the future is really about getting after the consumer and creating and getting up on the demand, right? Creating the demand, making it easy for the consumer to understand your solution and also consume it.
So last question, consumer goods technology is really the intersection of business and technology. So given all that we just discussed, how does the technology play come into it? What can consumer goods executives do from a technology perspective to really jump ahead of the trend?
Well, I think it's really, once again, all about having a platform, and there's a lot of discussion around, and there's been two sides of the platform that have grown over the years. One is the transactional platform, which is, how do we keep track of our business? How do we manage our business? How do we manage inventory, orders, pricing, etc.? It's a very finite pieces of information. And even moving into the future from a transactional perspective, the whole concept of loyalty really is a transaction-based model, right? Understanding where somebody's been, how much they purchased, what is their true loyalty to your brand, and how you want to reward them. The other platform that has been developing over time is an analytics platform, and these two platforms are really developed separately, and a lot of that's been because of technology, the way technology works in sort of old hard drive-based environments. But as we start to see the automation of the supply chain, as we start to see more connectivity from consumers driving that loyalty behavior, understanding how those buying patterns exist, we're going to see a convergence of that analytics platform and then that transactional platform. And those organizations who are able to bring those things together seamlessly, merge external information, external types of influences like Groupon or other consumer apps with their own data to be able to merge that information and be able to provide offers that are in real time, that are based upon the contextual elements of the consumer, will be the ones that win.
And I would imagine that SAP could do a little help, could help us all with the convergence of those two platforms.
Absolutely, and we would, we'd be excited to have an opportunity to come out and meet with any customer to discuss, how over time and the right, for each organization, how we can bring those things together. But, our key innovation, everyone has heard about it, I'm sure, which is HANA. But it's really about, the business process of bringing the information together in one place so that we can write in real time and read in real time and provide the information and the data that's necessary to enable the future of commerce, enable that seamless integration.
Great. Well, Matt, thank you so much. Those were great insights. Again, Albert Guffanti, Matt Winter from the Consumer Goods Business and Technology Leadership Conference. Thank you.